All right, here we go. Just setting myself up here. Okay. Okay. Getting a pop culture breakdown all set up here. And it's all set up. Okay. All right. So if anyone wants to join this conversation, and I mean, I'll be listening to Doomcock, but I don't mind having a conversation and listen to Doomcock later. So if you want to join and listen, you can do so as you will. I'm going to be sewing this guy up and attaching all of this faux fur that's all over his lovely head here and going down and along the body. So literally that's probably all we're doing today because that's a lot of sewing. Maybe get the eyebrows on, maybe get that tough a chest fur on there, but we'll see what happens here. All right, so need the needle, bada boom. Mm-hmm. Okay. I should probably adjust my windows here so I can actually see pop culture breakdown and see the chat here just in case. Close off all unnecessary programs. Oh, no, that's necessary. Uh, need OBS running in the background for that virtual cam. But yeah. So here we go. So once again, if as we're watching, I mean, you don't have to actually just pay attention to me. You can pay attention to another stream, listen to it while you watch if this is what you want to spend your time doing. It's just that there's a lot of people that are interested in how puppets are made. So if you want to know how they're born, where they come from, this is the way I do it, or at least the way that I'm doing it today. And so here we go. So I've already attached some of this fur to the top of the ear here, and so now it's just going to be a matter of getting it down to the jawline here. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just give him a bit of a goatee, just like that, right in the chin there, instead of give it and maybe make it a little bit I don't know, maybe make it patchy. I don't know. If you hear a robot going on, that's it's the auto robot upstairs going on. We call it Rob. And all right, here we go. Time to sew. Okay. And I'm going to throw this on here so that I don't destroy my finger as I'm doing this. At least for your longevity in terms of sewing. And so when I made this pattern for this part of the head, I'm just seeing there's some parts that really I should just chop off instead of fight with, because I want to see that jawline there. So here we go. I'm just going to go for it. Okay. Normally with faux fur, you don't want to use scissors. You just want to, but if you're using scissors on faux fur, you're making it a really shallow cut. You're going to get that. So, I mean, if you're watching, basically I'm going to throw in some eyebrows on. They'll be getting trimmed up and stuff, obviously. All of this fur is all going to get trimmed up. It's not just going to stay as is. And don't know if you notice, but the back of the workshop here is actually becoming a workshop, which I'm pretty excited about. Did that today, this afternoon, after doing some work, and so came home to do some more work. Don't know if you know how that is, but that's how it is. So for those who are watching are curious, we are doing the Henson stitch. That's how we are attaching the fur. So, oh, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just messed up my windows here. All right, we got 2 people in the chat right now that I can see anyway. So welcome, whoever you are. Feel free to drop a like if you're willing. Ask any questions as I'm going along to know what I'm doing or how I did things. I'm more than happy to kind of backtrack and give you some of that information. So don't know how well you can hear right now, but yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so here we go. Time to maybe just trying to think about this camera angle here, so you can actually see what I'm doing. If you actually even care. Panda, how you doing, bud? We'll do it this way. Definitely easier for me. Hail. Okay. Here we go. So maybe when this guy's done, he can make an appearance on Jolly's stream or something. Become famous that way. Man, this is like the hardest part. I guess I don't care if I squish some foam down, because I do just want to get right into the. There we go. Oh. You're gonna try and tangle on me, aren't you? There we go. So Doomcock's running late. Don't know if you're watching him, but that's who I'm listening to. Once again, if someone wants to just join in on the stream and have a chat, I am fine with that too. Kind of like what I did last time when we had Salty Texas on. Which, if you haven't done it, go and subscribe to him. Show him the TLC. Nice, a bot. Does anyone know why bots all of a sudden have been like? What do bots accomplish on live chats and YouTube? Like, are they dropping links or what's going on here? No answers. Okay. So this is technically the most complicated puppet build I've done. So if you've been watching this whole time, you'd know that's true. We've talked about it a couple times. It's just more complicated because of the details. So, if you guys want me to readjust the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better, I can do that. See if I can get it right above my head. I could probably do that anyway. I'll try it. See what happens. How angled down can I get here? Stuck on the power cord there. Oh. This is probably a bad idea, apparently. Okay. Do not want to rest that on the power button. Okay. So if you're curious, I'm actually using a laptop. So, okie doke. Well, there we go, laddie. We are doing this now. I don't know if you can see that better, but we're doing the Henson stitch. Henson stitch just helps hide seams. It's not really the most integral stitch, but because I'm doing it so much all over this thing, it's got to be integral because it's kind of making sure that the back seams all, or the back of the fur covers the back of the head and all that kind of fun stuff. So, oh yeah. So hello to all of those watching right now, unless all of you are bots, in which case I do not say hello. All these details. All this fur. Doomcock, you're so late. Customer service, man. Customer service. So that's coming up along like that on the side. So in theory, he's going to have a little bit of a neck beard. We'll see how it actually works out, but that's what we're going for. Stinking ugly. Nope. This is proving to be why I don't like hot glue. This is why I actually skipped sewing a lot of the mouth. Oh, yeah. Just had to force them through. So this is why. In the future, kids, if you're ever building a puppet, minimal hot glue usage for the win. Oh, there we go. Pop culture breakdown has finally started. They're running like 15 minutes late. So I've been sewing for 30 minutes and I've gotten from here to here. So if you're like, wow, this should go faster, I'm actually going fairly fast. I mean, I'm not the fastest sewer, and I'm sure someone could go faster than me, but if you're watching this and you're like, wow, what's he doing? This is the slow and painful reality of puppet building. Most of the guys, they'll throw on sewing machine and they're not going to live stream highly detailed things like this. They're just going to make you feel like a chump as you try to do all your details. But yeah, maybe I'll just try putting two thimbles on. Hey, Parrot Head. How you holding up? Sorry, I've tried to set up the mic in a new way, and I think it's a bad idea. You know what? Maybe I will just turn that mic around right now. I'm just going to go for it, because then that way I can actually talk, and I'm not worried. All right. This is real world. So if this is really loud, I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. That's probably better. How's that? Yes. The mic isn't actually in the way anymore, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, let's fix this camera now. There we go. Yeah, I want to see if I can clean up some of this fur, get it out of the way. Sorry, I had a brush down here that I was looking for. Apparently my girl stole it. Found it. I thought it was a good idea to steal the precious. So now I can't brush it. All right. Okay. So Bob Saget's dead. So the question is, do Mary-Kate and Ashley show up for that? Huh? Too soon? I don't know. Oh man, this is so much fur. So we got 4 people in the chat right now. So welcome. There's 4 people watching, maybe not 4 people in the chat. 5 people. Wow. Getting famous up in here today. Hope everybody's doing well. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, that's fine. Today is just literally just sewing. So if you're like, I should listen to something else while he does this, fine by me. But this is where puppets come from. So I got a bot. Hey OBG70, how you holding up, bud? Yeah, bots are all over the place. How do I do it? Block user and block user. There we go. That's how you deal with it. Apparently, yeah, it happens. I don't know where they came from, but you know how it is, kids. You know how it is. So I upgraded my workspace this afternoon, so I'm pretty happy. I got some shelves and all that. Got some lumber for free, so I put that stuff to work. So maybe in a little bit, maybe at the end of this track, I'll show you guys how it looks. Or Russia, yeah, or Ukraine, somewhere like that. Probably Russia. What happens like with the bots? Like, why are they like? What are they trying to accomplish? Because they're just chatting, which would theoretically help the algorithm, right? Ugh. Ow. So this is what happens in these builds. So I'm letting you guys know what I have offered in the past as well. That in the future I'll do more of these streams. If you want me to build you a puppet, I'm more than happy to build you a puppet. You just got to pay for the materials and ship it to me, and I won't charge you to do it. I'll just live stream it. Can't guarantee it's gonna be amazing. Not sure. Got my first one yesterday. I have to ask that. No, that's fair. There we go. I thought that's a nice sight. Apparently, block user. There we go. I feel like the YouTube bots are kind of new. I don't know if that's true or not, but I haven't really seen those. Dang, how did I tangle this? That's the thing. How does this even happen? Slowly getting it out. Ugh. If you guys again, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, more than happy to address that in the next couple weeks, we're going to be having some different people. Actually, this week we're having both Culture Casino and Script Doctor coming on the channel, interviewing them. Looking forward to that. After that, the week after I think is Mexican Iron Man. He's going to be coming on, hearing a bit of his story. Um, it's kind of the stuff that I'm pretty excited for. And maybe you're a writer and you're like, hey, I want to write some content. I'll try and do some skits that you write with the boys. And 'cause, yeah, I know I'm not like the funniest person in the world, so if you have a funny or creative idea, I'm totally willing to see if I can make it happen. I'll give you credit. I'll give you a shout out. And if ever it made money, I'll hook you up with some of that too, because I want to honor you for your craft. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna the next neck of the woods. This is so much easier where there's not a ton of hot glue, just so you know. So this actually will go a lot faster than around the mouth where it's got hot glue kind of keeping the form of the fur to the foam, or the fleece to the foam, I should say, not the fur. Hello, new person, whoever just came to the stream, welcome. You are watching the documentary of Where Puppets Are Born. Yeah. Hey, Script Trooper. I was gonna watch a review on the Boba Fett show. I watched George Giant Slayers. His is the most optimistic for that show, whereas yours, I feel like I identify more with. But depending, this is a lot of work. You're right. Um, but your last review helped convince me to wait another week. Wow, that sucks. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, the foam came completely off the microphone. Woohoo! Yeah. Let's try this again. This is good times. It's because I got a new setup. Maybe I'll show you guys the new setup, and then that way you'll be like, you can give me tips and tricks. Because at this point, oh, this is what I got. Okay. 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 So I want you guys to speak into this. So here's the new shop setup. Don't know how you can hear me. I know it's gonna be quieter. This sounded a lot less than it was. Well, it was that boom stand just decided to go for a jump. So it it came down. And so I just got, so that's a brand new mic. It's a brand new camera. So that's fun. So obviously it's the mic that decided to fall. Anyway, so I built the shelf today, just kind of set myself up. And then I got a plastic table to work on with my cutting mats and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any better ideas of how to attach those things, I'm all for it. I just don't want to make it a permanent solution. I like being able to move them if I absolutely have to. So that's the new setup. And I'm pretty excited just about that. So, all right. Moment of truth for moving this mic. If I can get her to very gently. There we go. All right, here we go. So anyway, script. What do you think for Boba Fett episode 3? What's going to happen? That is the question of the hour. What for me anyway. Is anyone actually kind of optimistic for Boba Fett, like where it's going to go, or is everyone just hopeful? That is the question. So the question is, you have no hope. Fair enough. If it all made sense, the drug runners would come back and blow Fett and his band of Raiders sky high. They clearly have resources. Maybe Maul shows up and tunes Fett. That would be an interesting cameo. I can't remember. I'm gonna check and see. This was my prediction of how it would go if I could find it here. Okay, so this is my prediction of what the series is going to actually be. So Boba Fett is going to try and look like the savior figure. Boba is going to betray everyone. Boba is going to try to look like the savior figure. Insert cameo. Boba is going to fight a ton of bad guys. Insert cameo. Boba is going to look to betray everyone. Boba is going to obviously somehow be redeemed. Insert final cameo, and then jingle the keys for whatever. So far, I'm not right. So far, it's just will bore you to death. And also, Boba Fett would have probably killed those sand people for trapping him. Move this back over. Nope. I felt a snag on the fabric here. Time to be careful because I don't want this to break. Not that I have to like restart anything, it's just annoying. Okay, let's see. Is anyone else watching Doomcock right now, or who's watching what? What are you watching? What are you listening to right now? Is Pop Culture Breakdown your jam? I was torn between Viva Barnes and Doomcock because I do like to listen to those guys talk too. Okay. Some of this is going to be close. Okay, so this has to get tugged over. Actually, on eBay, trying to buy missing pieces to Savage Sword of Conan collection. Okay. So did something break, or you just mean like replace parts that have been lost? Filling gaps, got it. Maybe I shouldn't have glued this so soon. Because then I could have just folded this over and just whip stitched it, and it would have made it so much faster. Mistakes were made. You know, maybe I can still whip stitch it. Let's try. So the difference between the Henson stitch and the whip stitch is the whip stitch is a structural stitch. So doing what I'm doing here is actually just going to make it stronger because the foam fabric doesn't go all the way around as I normally would have done. It's because I didn't actually buy a lot of fabric. I tried to save a bit of money because getting this stuff from the States is not cheap. Because not only do I have to pay for the shipping, but it's also the, what do you call it? The fee for crossing the border, tariffs, whatever. Oh, it broke. It broke. All right. go. Where did I put those scissors? Welcome to some of the new people that have just joined. Welcome, welcome. So this is what's going on. I'm just sewing this together, and that's basically going to be today's stream because it is just a crap ton of sewing. So if you're curious where they come from, puppets and all that, that's what's going on here. Is you're seeing me adding details. So eventually, what's going to happen? We're going to be spraying the fur here, chopping it up to make it smaller, all that kind of stuff, or shorter, and blend it and do all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll try from this angle, see how it goes. Yeah, this is going a lot faster doing it this way. Sometimes the angle is what matters. You don't realize it until it's too late. You could have been going way faster this whole time. But mind you, I'm also stitching a little bit different, so that's going to factor into this too. Earth is flat. Sure. How do you know, Viking? How do you know? How do you know it's not actually jagged? Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. That might be a bad idea, stitching it like that. Excuse me. Because it's not folding in on itself like I want it to. There's no edge. The humor is not lost on me. Ice walls keep the water in. That's so true. Space is cold, and so it makes sense that the edges would be touching space. And thus, here we are. It's science, folks. It's science. Very basic science here. Can't figure that out. I mean, there's no hope for you, right? Does anyone disagree with Viking Warrior? That is the question. Does anyone think that the world is actually jagged? Does someone think that the Earth is spherical? Do you believe that it's a square? Watch videos that are not CGI of the Arctic walls that surround Earth. Watch it on Google Maps. All right, there we go. Wookie still thinks the moon landings are real. It's all CGI, man. It's 1960s CGI. That's what I saw today. Did you guys see the People magazine of the month? Hey, Dragon Master, how you holding up? Wookie, are you saying the Viking is killing you, but with laughter? 1960s was filmed in a desert. Uh, I thought it was a studio. That's what I heard. Because that's why the wind operates the way it does. Okay, here we go. Doing okay. What's the troll for? He's actually supposed to troll. that's the that's the literal goal with him, is to troll a troll. So if you know Cave In with Steve Whitmire, the guy that did Kermit the Frog for like the last 30 years, he got fired from Disney because Disney's a crackpot organization, and he started up his own channel called Cave In, Cave Dash In with a capital I, and it's Weldon, the IT guy, and so my goal is to somehow figure out if there's a way for me to get on there and get this guy to just start messing with him, and yeah, it's pretty funny. That's at least the goal, is to be funny. Just bow to the lizard overlords and everything will be fine, dude. That's why you need to have two-way rights, man. Two-way rights to fight those lizard people. Don't bow to them. Stay away from them. There was no telephone poles to connect Nixon's phone to the moon module. That's, well, what if they did it like with a big string, right? And there was that string keeping the tension with cans, and they just kind of made them look fancy. I think that that's a possibility. And because space is just hollow emptiness, it would have very effectively passed on all the vibrations. Buzz Aldrin would punch you in the face. With that attitude, probably would. But that's just because he's getting called out on his lies. All NASA Mars rover footage is filmed at Devon Island, Canada, not Mars. That I confirm is true. Came across it one time, going on a walk. Found a Mars rover. It's just an Instagram filter they use to change the color of the cameras, if you didn't know that. This is going a lot smoother now that I'm not trying to deal with hot glue. There's hot glue right here that we're coming up to, but we're going to get around it. China's Mars rover footage is CGI. It's why it's different texture than NASA's. Or it's just because they're using Huawei as opposed to an iPhone on a remote control car. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. The next rover is actually just going to be a electric big wheels from Walmart. There, Mars is a different texture than Devon Island. Yeah, I think it's just camera resolution, man. Guys, we're so close to getting this section here done. I'm like getting giddy because I hate all of this sewing. I mean, I love how it looks in the end, but okay, Viking, what other conspiracy theories do we have going on here? Well, I mean, really truth saying, that's what we should be calling it, but that's why China and NASA's Mars footage is very. Are you saying because of the phones they use to attach to their remote control cars? So one of the conspiracy theories that I wish came true was that when Heath Ledger died after playing the Joker, and he would have come up on the platform during the Oscars and received his award and just said his posthumous award and just said, "Why so serious?" and then walked off. I'm gonna go have fun and wish you luck with the troll. Thank you, Dragon Master. I hope you do have fun. Thank you for spending some time here. I'm guessing he took off already because that jumped down really quick. Does anyone like him or love Mexican Iron Man's rants? Because I think they're hilarious. I love it when he gets all passionate and excited. Because he's hilarious. I'm tired. What does NGL mean? I've actually seen that so many times, and I've just never looked it up. Hubble telescope takes pictures that look like Atari 2000's 2600. The NASA space artists make better pics on Photoshop for the news media. That makes sense. So then, Viking, do you think that Elon Musk actually did get his Tesla to space? Because if I had to bet, I would put money on Elon Musk is telling the truth. Elon Musk went as high as light orbits spaceflight. Low orbit. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. Are you on a phone, Viking? Is that what's going on there? Or was that a Freudian slip? Same as just on phone. So here's the question. what's going to happen first? Am I going to get to the edge, or am I going to run out of thread? I'm inch and a half out. Whew. Pressure's on, kids. Pressure's on. Did I measure the right amount of thread? Oh, I feel the tugs. It's the thread's getting weaker. Either that or I'm just pulling too tight. I think it's just that it's just getting weaker because of all the work it's been through. I hope he does too. I mean, Steve Whitmire's a pretty good guy, so I can see it happening. I'm debating on just joining the live show and just seeing what happens, or if I try and send him a video voicemail ahead of time and just kind of mess with him that way and see what he says and does. What do you guys think I should do? Should I just go for it, just try and troll him live, or should I? Okay, I think I made it. Okay. I think you should gift him floral. It looks better than the puppet he has now. I don't know. Weldon's pretty good, man. Although we did say that Floral is Weldon's aunt's cousin's child. Or we should just use Kermit and say that would get him sued. He's actually vowed to never even do the voice of Kermit at Comic Cons and stuff. All right, one side is done, kids. One side's done. Oh. Time to feel it. See how he feels coming alive. Hopefully I don't stab myself with a random pin. Hey guys. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna say. Don't know what to do. Don't even really know my name yet. Thinking if Welton, kind of like Weldon, or Wilson. Oh yeah, if Peter Lind took over Kermit, absolutely. He sounds like Kermit. I mean, yeah, he sounds like Jim Henson when he's doing everything. Oh, I know. Matt Vogel needs to just be fired for shaming Kermit. He doesn't even know how to hold Kermit's head. Like, the guy is just bad. Like, I'll get past the voice if at least he could puppet him right, but he doesn't. He doesn't have an idea of how to hold Kermit's head. So, like, voice plus bad puppetry for Kermit anyway. You fired. Peter Lynn doesn't bring the Henson magic. What do you mean? Or Matt Vogel does? Like what do you mean by that statement? Okay, yeah. No, here's the thing. So Matt Vogel, he does a good job as other characters. He's just not Kermit. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think Matt Vogel doesn't have a place with the Muppets. He just doesn't have a place as Kermit. Like him as Deadly. Like, I love Deadly. Deadly is actually one of my favorite New York characters. But him as Constantine made more sense in Muppets Most Wanted. Yeah, he does a good Big Bird. But again, with Big Bird, he just has to work on the voice, because Big Bird, you can hide your entire body inside there. Amen. I do not disagree with you whatsoever with him sucking his Kermit. Okay, here we go. Side 2. Did Peter Lind even go for the Kermit job, though? That's the other question that I actually don't know the answer to. I know the Henson, where's the camera? The Henson family wanted Matt Vogel because he brought the originalness of Kermit. But I don't know if that's a serious statement from the Henson company. Brian Henson, he's directing other movies that are not doing good. Like, he directed Happy Time Murders, if I remember correct. But again, that was a dud, that entire movie. He needs to. I think he's just done. His two Muppet movies are good. But that came out of a place of, like, those movies came out of the place of him missing his dad and wanting to carry on the legacy, where his dad's now been gone for 30 some odd years, right? So it's a different beast now. Happy Time Murders is now? I thought it was. He did do some puppet movie. Who did Happy Time Murders? Brian. Yeah, here it is. The Happy Time Murders. It's right there. You lied. Liar, Viking. Now, how can I trust you about the flat Earth? Come on, man. Oh, I don't think he wrote it. I think but he did direct it. But again, he needs to miss his dad in order to make a good Muppet movie.
Same with everyone. But the problem is they've gotten rid of all of the original guys except for Dave Goles. For whatever reason, Dave Goles is still kicking around. Maybe he's just a lot more compliant than the other guys. But Haunted Mansion was a trash movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is going by a lot faster than I thought it was going to be honest with you guys.
Earth is flat. There's an old video of explorers looking for Antarctic, just finding 200-foot ice walls.
But I can't trust you because you told me initially that Brian Henson had nothing to do with Happy Time Murders.
And then he directed it. So the Little Two Peninsulas is what they show as Antarctic.
On a different but similar note, I once almost had convinced a blonde girl that penguins didn't exist. So that was funny. That they were just a government conspiracy. And then, because it was hilarious to me, that I actually almost had her convinced, I started putting all the penguin books inside the mythology section in our my high school library. I did that for 2 years, me and the librarian. We had this battle. She had no idea that it was me. Until I went back after my third year of college and be like, hey, you remember all those penguin books? And she was like, that was you. That was funny.
I'm on a cell phone, so things are different. That's fine.
If I'm on my cell phone, usually I'm laying in bed. I hate lives, like chatting in live streams on the cell phone. But if I have to, it's just because I'm in bed. Because my wife needs me there for whatever reason, because the kids are not sleeping well or she's sick. And it's probably true to that. And it's probably not hard for anyone to do to him.
Man, I wish I had that hairbrush. I'm fairly confident my girl stole it because it was on the table here.
I haven't seen it as I put anything away, so.
Oh, excuse me. You know what? I need some chocolate. I'm gonna go for it here. That's just a tape measure. And the cat's showing up. You might see him. Winston. You're hitting all the chords. What you doing, bud? It's true. So, Viking, when are you going to make the
the good comic, the political comic about China and Winnie the Pooh, because now you can officially do it, and you can actually call it Winnie the Pooh. No, I know about the Superman thing. That made me really mad. DC Comics literally raped Superman. But still, one of the funniest comments I heard was, "This happened 8 months ago." That's how many people are actually reading DC Comics. Ooh, headphone went for a drop. Everything's dropping now. Felonious interruptus. What's going on here? I don't do writing, just make music here and there. And just start building guitars. Nice, man. When it comes to music stuff, like what do you do? Because if you're interested in collaborating, I am up for that. Because to do some funny songs and all that. Because that's one of the things that people actually love about the Muppets is when they sing and stuff. So I want to get my guys singing and dancing and doing musical numbers. And then once it started making money, I'd fire you a commission. So when that is, I have no idea. But I got to start somewhere, right? Unless you're already making money doing music stuff, in which case I want to ask for your services. Oh no, I don't play that style of music. What kind of music do you play? Because chords are chords, man. Chords are chords. That would fit high energy. Well, what kind of music? Like that's the question. Because I don't think you trust my abilities, man. I mean, if you're doing like opera, dude, that would be hilarious to try and figure out. If you're doing like metal, that would be hilarious. Come on, Floral doing metal. What did you think you're doing? My name is faux. That's just going off the top of my head there. Metal stuff, my music, 60s rock covers. See, that kind of like why doesn't that work, man? I mean, you don't. I'm not going to try to peer pressure you. I'm just saying that like you can totally make all of that work. That's just being silly saying that wouldn't work. You were literally only bound by your creativity. I trust your ability as a puppet. I trust your ability as a musician. Maybe I will make a black metal track for Floral to sing when I got time. Do it, man. You give me the music, I'll put the words to it. Unless you got words in mind. Okay. I'm gonna do this. the whole thing about it with puppets and music is the experimentation, and I think it's hilarious to try and do it. And when you say metal, like, give me an example of what you're playing. I think when I have puppet stuff, I think that '70s vibe with the brass section. Yeah, no, and that there's definitely that element, and I think that it's like good to do that stuff. But high energy doesn't require the silly goofy stuff. Like, I mean, and I've done that, and I wrote a song that's right in that neck of the woods, all about beards. And we performed it for a Christmas skit one time. Um, okay, I play stuff like Behemoth's Cradle of Filth. Okay. '60s surf rock. Okay. Lamb of God. Yeah. Oh, stupid thread. So if you guys want to hear something cool, first concert, like legit concert I ever went to, 98 Degrees, the boy band. My best friend's sister had a bunch of tickets, and so she brought me and him. So we went and saw 98 Degrees. The Baja Men were also there, and that's when Who Let the Dogs Out was really big. So I know you're jealous, but dude, I actually loved boy bands. That was like a dream. Thanks, Parrot. Just broke the thread really inconveniently. It's that goofy music. Who Let the Dogs Out is more suitable for Muppets. That's true, but still, I'm not doing the Muppets. I'm doing my stuff. And as much as like there's a time and place to do the Muppet stuff, why can't we give Dan Vasco a run for his money? Make him wish that he was partnering with us, Viking. Because I actually do sing. Puppet Guy was probably going to call me bad advocate. No, man. I didn't have that kind of courage. No, I don't really wanted to do like boy band stuff when I was. I don't know how well you can hear me. Angle this mic a little bit different because how I'm sitting. When I was like 13, once I got older, you probably did great. I imagine. You probably sing great. Yeah, thanks, man. I was told by an old lady once that I have the voice of an angel. I took that to heart. I figured she was probably telling me the truth. Because why would an old lady lie? Oh, man. Sorry, on Doom Cox channel. he was just asked if Mixer and Iron Man was just asked if the Three Caballeros is offensive. Which, when he's on my channel, I got a good joke that I'm gonna be doing with a puppet, and so you guys saw the Tom puppet. I mean, it's not as personal as that, but so one of the first tapes that I got from my grandpa when I got my first Walkman was Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell. One day, look for the BBC America video Richard Nixon calls the moon. All right, deal. Man, going around these ears is it's just annoying. And it's just because it's mainly annoying because of how I made the pattern. So I totally did it to myself, but can't even drive under a bridge without your cell phone losing signal. That's not true. Having lived in places with lots of bridges. Nice. How old are you, Viking? Ish. You don't have to be specific. You're 40? Okay. My radio signal? Well, to be honest with you, I never really often listen to the radio. So, without any integrity, or with integrity, I can't answer that question. I am turning 35, so yes. I was, man. I sure was. I'm an 87 baby. I am the millennialist of millennials in terms of age, not in terms of practice. So it drives me nuts when millennials are stupid and act like millennials. It's true. It's true. I don't even remember what their hit was. Like I know I listened to like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys like crazy. 1999 is into stuff like Corn and Limp Bizkit. Yeah, I knew guys that were listening to them. Some friends were listening to Limp Bizkit, but no one actually really listened to Corn until I was in college. Did I know anyone that actually listened to Corn? I would just make stupid jokes, be like, "What's their favorite song on the Cob?" That was it. But truth is, anytime a Backstreet Boys song comes on the radio or whatever, I am ready to roll. I know like all of those songs. Does he have a club yet? Fluffy, he does not have a club yet. He needs to have arms in order to have a club. So, oh, I broke it again. I just need a new piece of thread. How you holding up, Fluff? All right. And I think I'm gonna use floor mats for the club if I do it. Where's that? I trolled Aaron Carter's stream in 2015 once when he was high. His record label dropped, and after that, he went publicly insane. So it's your fault. That's what you're saying. Aaron Carter, that was the little brother of the guy, right? Or was that the guy that was actually in Backstreet Boys? Little brother, okay. I know the Backstreet Boys reunion tour went like a giant thud. You heard about it happening or going to happen, and then it happened, and then it went quiet. You have to wonder why. That's why. It's because Aaron Carter's career tanked. This Periscope screams. I never got into Periscope. It never made sense to me. I mean, even TikTok, even Instagram doesn't make too much sense to me. I use it just for trying to build an audience, but I mean, I could probably get a fairly big audience fairly quick if I actually made public what I'm doing. But I don't know. I'm keeping it kind of private, close to the chest. There's still people that use Periscope too. That's the weird thing. It's not dead yet. Don't know why. It should be. Gotcha. Okay. I guess Twitter's not into making money in the long run. How did I do this on this end? Brought it up and around. Okay. So that's going like that. Oh, they're definitely not as profitable as they tell anybody. Twitter is losing money daily. I think they put out more money than they bring in because of their staff. They can't even. Yeah, no, exactly. They can't afford anything. I think that's why Jack got out. Because when the thing tanks, it's not going to be on his watch. Doesn't hurt his legacy. He can say someone else hurt his legacy, not himself. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this where you guys can move up a little bit more, maybe. They also sold half their parents their patents. Yeah. Now, mind you, knowing knowing the staff of Twitter, they probably would have sold their parents to Google. Susan of Google has Jack's parents as slaves. Just kidding. You're just kidding because Jack doesn't have any parents. That's why he turned out this way he did. Jack is a stray lizard person. Okay, I need to take out this pin. Corion totally just stole a joke from Clownfish and did admit that took credit, or he just took credit for it. Shame. Jack only follows CIA orders. It's true. He actually read his staff a memo the CIA gave him to say by conference call with the employees. Nice. Well, at least he included them in it, right? Oh, come on. Funny part is Jeff Zucker of CNN read that same CIA memo to his employees by conference call. Well, Jeff Zucker has a lot of contacts in the CIA and FBI. That's where he gets his content from. His personal content, I mean. Hello to viewer number 5. I have no idea who you are, where you're from, what you did. And I don't care, so long as you love me. Hey guys, if you're watching, feel free to drop a like if you're willing. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to let you know. So right now, I am still doing the Henson stitch. So we're going around and attaching all of this fur to the body. And this is gonna be the longest thing. Like once all this fur is on, this thing's gonna just go. Like I'll literally be done this thing tomorrow if I get this fur done tonight. And if I don't get this fur done tonight, I'll get it done tomorrow morning when I'm eating breakfast. You on the East Coast or West Coast? I'm on no coast. I am in Ontario. You're in Massachusetts. Nice. Okay. Massachusetts. So just because, again, Canadian. So I'm trying to think, what is Massachusetts really known for? I mean, you're in Canada, yeah, for sure. Oh, stab myself. That was fun. Don't stab yourself. Don't stab yourself there. Still for crooked politicians. That's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. Fluffy floral, yes. What would you like, Fluff? Fluffy's in New York. Where in New York? I have no idea. Fluffy could. You're cute. Thanks. I work out. Only other Canadian YouTuber I watch is DD Speed Shop. What's DD Speed Shop? Sounds like a car channel. Car channel. Good. What would Canadians know about cars? Yikes. We might know about tires, like snow tires. You work out? I do. With all the gear. It's they're based in Winnipeg. Okay, just like this guy was. Okay, gotcha. So maybe I should take a tip from him on how to fix my van. It's like rusted out so bad around the driver's handle that all that air is coming in. I haven't worked out in a month. No, I actually ended up being in a bit of a bout of depression. So I got down from 290 to 230 in a year working out, and then got depressed, twisted my knee running a community nerf war, and ended up putting 30 pounds back on. But now I'm back on the train. So are those snacks? You got her, bud. I've had like 6, and that's 270 calories for a quarter cup. So I can have like 3 more, and that's my calorie allotment for the day. Because it's really good all throughout the day, and I wanted to have a snack. You weigh 230. Nice. This summer I was looking pretty slick at 230 with my muscles showing up. Can you have 40? I would give you 40. I really would if you were right here with me. I would. Unless you mean like 40 calories, in which case that's like 1. Or do you want 40 pounds? Because that I could do. I would happily give you 40 pounds. So once we get around this chin piece here, this is gonna sail. So I'm excited. But that's all I'm gonna be able to do. What are they? Have you ever seen Odd Pods Puppet? No, I have not. They are the President's Choice milk covered almonds, and it's because they do not contain gluten, and I do not do gluten free just because I want to do gluten free. I do gluten free because if I don't, my body decides to violently react within 48 hours and expel all of the gluten that is in it violently from all ends. And it ain't fun. Oh, maybe I do know what you're talking about. Here, I'll just quickly look them up because I think that's why I think I've maybe watched them a couple times. It was like, yeah, no, these are creepy. Odd pods. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. These are all finger puppets that I'm seeing. I don't know. Like he definitely has not had a in his house ever. He looks okay. So it is like an actual puppet slash toy review guy. Josh just used the name. Well, when I was single, I had children's sheets on my beds. Transformers. Now, mind you, I wasn't like hyper nerd, so I didn't have like puppet toys like that kicking around. In fact, I had no puppets kicking around. Although I did make like Transformers stop motion. I have Baby Shark sheets. My daughter has Baby Shark sheets. My daughter's like 24, actually. She's getting big. You Brett. Oh, Brett. Is that Brett guy over there? Yeah, he's here. Call him a trash bag. All right, he's a trash bag. How you doing, Brett? I'm turning 25. I'm getting big. I got leopard print sheets like it's 1998. Nice. I wear my jeans like Snoop Dogg, like it's 1998. I don't understand how that even became. I saw the stream, couldn't help myself. Yeah, no, I understand, Brett. I understand. Ugh. But this is just like so. The way I'm doing this, Brett, I'm listening to Doomcock while I'm doing this and talking with these guys as they say their ridiculous things. Learning that Fluffy has Baby Shark bed sheets and learning that Viking is a musician. Brett, tell me about yourself. What do I need to know about you? A real thing I didn't need to know about you, not just like a I'm gonna screw with you kind of a thing. I also have minion ones. Nice. Fluffy, I'm guessing you're single. That's my guess. You could be dating somebody, but you're not married. If you watch Chris Angel Mind Freak, your jeans magically sew crosses on your back pockets. Nope, that's just in the fabric. All right. Okay, how am I getting this in there? Okay. Sorry, I don't think you guys can see that. Nice. This is my only real tattoo. So it's a don't know if you, there we go. Do it that way. Infinity symbol. As I got fatter and fatter, I couldn't keep my wedding ring on my finger. So that sucked. And then couldn't wear it. And then playing guitar and stuff like that, it at least the style of my ring was way too constricting. So I just never wore my ring, which my wife wasn't the biggest fan of. So I said, like, I'm fine with getting that tattoo. And then she's like, oh, okay. So that was my Christmas gift. I have been getting tattoos lasered off. Why? Brony ones, or I have the infinity symbol in the form of serpent from the Wheel of Time on my right arm. Nice. Actually, what's really funny about mine is just because it looks like 181. So some people are like, 181. What does that mean? And so I'll just like screw with them. I'll be like, that's how many days we were married. Then she died. My wife hates it when I do that too. She laughs, but she hates it at the same time. There we go. Sorry, right now I'm trying to force through some hot glue right around the chin. That's what we're dealing with. There we go. I gotta see my. I had 2 demon tattoos. Don't want to die with those on my body. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, what's going on here? I was so focused on trying to get the hot glue that. I hate this thread. To get fully off. Yeah, that sucks. What's on your back, Brett? Looks like a bird because it is a bird. Touche. Touche. My uncle literally when he was in the Navy. He got one of those drunk tattoo arm on his arm. He got a Pegasus family tree. That's cool. Stupid. How did this just tangle? What the heck? Whatever. Guess that's where I'm gonna. I'm not gonna this again. Use that tangle. It's only part big enough. Touche. I remember making a pair of shorts in high school via the sewing method. It's been a while. If I was making shorts, I'd be using my sewing machine. This is the Henson stitch that I'm doing because it hides the seams a little nicer. And the problem is you got to tug, and that's tug on the thread. Uh, full on next week. I was forced to take sewing class in grade 8 for home ec. Or home ec? I don't know. Like, basically, they introduce you to all the stupid things. Even though no dinosaur bones are real. I would say dinosaur bones are real. I would say they're not as old as what people suggest they are. And that's because there's actually ancient artifacts and things with actual dinosaurs on them, like pottery from China that dates back to before the existence of dinosaurs. Or before they would even know about dinosaurs, I should say. That's more accurate statement. And then in Aztecs and stuff. I know some people. I'm actually more of a young Earth kind of a person, and that's for real. I actually am. But I mean, I can be convinced otherwise. So I'm not like hardcore. But I don't think the Earth is as old as people like to suggest. But I'm open to arguments. It's not something, not a hill I would die on. Dinosaur is legit as the Fiji mermaid. Hello, ladies, just sitting right here and learn sewing. Yes, yes, you hate your boyfriend. Tell me all about it. Oh, a party night. You don't say. I was bad. Fair enough, man. If I was you, I probably would have done the same thing. You're 42, Viking and Brett. You guys are two peas in a pod, huh? P.T. Barnum made his money. I blame the History Channel. History Channel is a load of crap. I hate the History Channel. It's, don't forget this flat. South Park had a good episode on it. The History Channel covers Thanksgiving and Indians where aliens or some nonsense is funny. South Park was hilarious. Just because it's a little bit closer to home. My favorite episode of South Park was where the boys become Christian artists, like music artists, and they replace all the words of baby with Jesus from boy bands. That was hilarious because it was so true. I think that's like their most creative episode, personally. To be fair, the world we live in, it's not easy at all to figure out what's true. Very fair statement. Between the things being clipped out of context and then what you can actually do with CGI, like individuals can do with CGI, not just like professionals. Well, I guess individual professionals. Lightning bolt hits him in the end. Yeah. Is that where he gets them? He gets the it's all coming back to me now, but they make a bet for $200 or $2. The bet was that Cartman or whoever could become a famous artist, but because it becomes a Christian artist, he loses the bet, even though he gets his Mauve record or whatever. Defects are scary. Yeah, it was a Mauve record, not a platinum record. Did he smash it at the end? He's just like, what? This is not. This is a platinum record. This is gay, or something like that. Oh, it was so funny. Oh. I'm so close to getting through the neck. The neck is the hardest part right now, just because it's loose, and so I got to jump my fingers in between. Just so you know, this gives me like a whole appreciation for how they do Big Bird, because he made some expletives about Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. So funny. I never actually saw the movie, the original one. but my older brother told me about it and how the whole premise of the movie was that the boys wanted to go watch a rated R movie that was supposed to be a cartoon or something like that, but the parents didn't want them to go watch a filthy R-rated cartoon movie. Everything is done by machine now. It's true. Doing it by hand, like it is satisfying. It's also just frustrating because you destroy your fingers. Like it's I don't know how well you can see that, but the pin, just because I tend to, I guess I could try and use this other thimble. I was double thimbling it earlier, but then I was doing other things. Oh, then the mic dropped. That's what happened. Dropped and smashed around, destroyed everyone's ears. People have largely lost the ability to work with their hands. It's true. My wife was just like, she's like, we got a sewing machine now? I was like, yeah, I got a sewing machine now. She's like, do you want to hem the curtains in our bathroom? Because we've had these curtains in our bathroom for 2 years since we moved into the house, and they're just pinned up. They're not. They're not actually up there. And she's like, you can do it. And I was like, I could. And then she got mad at me the one day because I was too lazy to go upstairs and grab the curtains off the rack. And then there was like the next day or whatever. I was like, oh, we could do that. Do you want to go grab it? And she's like, no, I'm too lazy. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then she hasn't bucked me since. So in theory, there's a vacuum of skilled people at the manufacturing facilities. It's somewhat concerning to see the people we are having to work with at times. It's true. What kind of thing do you do for a living, Brett? Just doing sewing is mostly a lost skill too now. Yes, especially by hand. Robotics, automation, information technology. Okay. So are you more in the tech side of it, or are you actually in the fabrication side? IT specialist tech side. All right. You turn it off and turn it on, you mean? That's what you do. Man, I'm so close to being done this thing. Or at least this portion. So, Brett, what's the franchise you're most excited about right now, if any? They're engineers. They had better have already turned it off and on before they could see me. Okay, fair enough. Oh man, yeah, I think it will be an official 3 hours just to sew from here all the way up and over. Actually, that was with me having done a little bit already. Okay, I don't see any of that will be infected with the smoke sickness. Fair enough. So what's your jam? Is it was it you that was saying horror last night? Was it last night or the night before? Last night. I was in the chat the other day. What was the question? Oh, yeah, no. It was just about your favorite kind of movie. Is it, are you more of a sci-fi guy, more of a? I like TV shows instead of everything. No sappy movies unless I'm getting laid. But a good movie is okay, fair enough. So basically, what you're going to say is your secret thing is your Hallmark movie guy. That's your secret sin. With all your tattoos. I tried watching a Hallmark movie with my wife once. I couldn't stop laughing. She's like, "It's not funny." Mm-hmm. Your definition of not funny is different from my definition of not funny. It's a true couple. I just tried to love my wife and I couldn't do it. So if she wants to watch one of those stupid things, she can watch it without me. So she does. Desperation censored. So I take it, Brett, you're not married. I'm divorced, so I can't speak. Fair enough. Fair enough. It is years, been a decade. Oh, okay. So you're truly just a free bird, eh? Is the goal to get remarried? Or you're just gonna keep her single for the whole rest of the shebang called life? Hey, Zach, how you doing? Explain the bots. She had several of those poisonous blue hair types around. Didn't take long. Because word on the street, Zach, is you understand the bot thing that's going on. So, who are they? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? Why are they ruining our lives? Are they ruining our lives? Or are they just helping the algorithm by commenting? Because I don't see what they have to gain. Maybe 10 years ago I'd have gotten remarried, but not now. All right. What bots? The Russian ones that are just coming in. They just like type like 3 letters, a period, and then 3 other letters. I blocked them. They were at the very beginning of the stream. Once I blocked 2, no more has shown up. It's just they've just been showing up lately in different streams that I've seen. Gotcha. So it's the link thing. Oh, okay, perfect. Guys, it's so close to being done. And look at that, the thread. I might have enough thread to finish this stupid thing. Oh. Apparently it's a hidden link. Got it. To join the Ruskis. There's ones if you click on their words, apparently it's a hidden link, so we have to be careful. Only click the name. But I've never tested that. Nor probably should you test it. I just click delete and block. Yeah. But I finally understand now that the chat's moving occasionally, like when the bot shows up, why how someone can accidentally get blocked. Okay, the goal is to finish this thing in 4 minutes, so I could say I did it in less than 3 hours. Zoinks. I've watched it several times. I'll set up the stopwatch in my head. It's weed time though, so my 12 minutes. Fair enough. So Zach, so you have your own channel. I know that, or I think that's the case. Brett, do you have your own channel that you do your own thing on, or? I have my channel. Act a floral drunk. If that's true, Fluffy, oh man, that would be hilarious. I didn't even know you're still here, Fluffy. No, I don't. Probably get yeeted if I did. Fair enough. Speaking of yeeted, did you guys ever see that Mark Rober video? It's just stupid, but it's funny. Where he like sets up the trap for all the squirrels.
Is this same puppet as yesterday? I assume so. The one that was sitting on the stick? Yes. He's so yesterday when you saw him just sitting on the stick, he was not sewn together, just pinned. Whereas officially in the next like 2 minutes, it will all be sewn on. Right. So close, so close, and I just want to speed through it. Yes, I'm just watching you build. Fluffy. So basically, what you're telling me is you're doing what like Hassan and Pokimane do. You just steal everyone's content and drink and eat yourself. Love watching the progress of the troll. Yeah, no, I'm actually really liking how he's coming along. Initially, like I was really sketched out about doing the black because it didn't feel as natural, but it's gonna give him some personality, I think. So it'll all work out. All right, gotta whip stitch this corner here so I can kind of knot it. Yeah, put that fabric. Guys, it's done. It's done. Kind of looks like a rock star. Subs are subs, man. Don't hate yourself. All right. He does kind of look like a rock star. It's true. Just gotta get the headbang in there. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's Dave Grohl. There we go, guys. So yeah, now I just need to really figure out what my name's gonna be. It's kind of the big thing. Food fighters. Foo Fighters, yeah. Well, it's a troll, so you gotta have a big troll teeth. So yeah. So yeah, so basically, his tongue is just upholstery foam. Oh, you can't really see that now. Upholstery foam. These are actually pumpkin teeth that I got off of Amazon. Wooden, half wooden balls. Just like craft store fleece. It's nothing crazy. This is actual like polyester fleece on the inside. Yeah, so I'm excited to kind of give him the haircut and do it. So the way you give him a haircut is you end up will he get arms next? Oh yeah, he's gonna get arms. He's gonna get arms, legs. He's gonna get a patch of fur right around the bottom here. I don't want the fur to cover that belly that shows up, and this is gonna get trimmed up when it gets sewn on. I'm debating. I might just do like a real simple strip of fur if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. Something like this, where because I want him to have that neck beard, because he's a filthy, dirty troll. So, but it kind of looks more like a mane. I did puppet shows for Dare when I was a kid. That worked well. That's cool. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking maybe like a A chin soul patch might be kind of fun. What do you guys think? Chin soul patch? A guitar-shaped club. I think soul patch. Give him a soul patch. That'd be kind of fun. As I smoke a blunt. Yeah. Well, you said it was a long time ago. So, and kids will do that to you too. So, but what do you guys think? Give him a soul patch? Yeah. What do you think, Brett, Viking, Zach, if you're there still? Don't want it to just hang there, so it'll be trimmed, but that kind of idea. Soul patch, all right, sold. So he's gonna have black eyebrows, so I gotta attach them onto there. He'll have a soul patch. Gotta get that tuft of fur just right there, do there, and then it'll just be the legs and the arms. Needs a peg patch, yeah. You did like the neck beard. I mean, you could do a little bit of both. Do the neck beard with the patch right in the middle. All right, so it kind of look like that. Looks a bit like shit. Do you believe in love after love? Yeah. So anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. I think I'll sew the rest on tomorrow. That'll be an easy thing. I might just prep ahead the arms and the legs on here, and then just cut them out so you guys can see how that's all done if you care. Then go from there. I mean, if I can only do the arms, I'll only do the arms. Do legs another day. But yeah, so the stuff of nightmares. Yes, definitely the stuff of nightmares. So yeah, but the way you do the hair, don't know if you care. I don't know if I said it or not. If I didn't, I didn't. You mix white glue with water, and then you spray it and kind of mix it in and brush it in after you've styled it the way you want it, and then it, for the most part, holds its shape. Cheers. That totally. Viking. That's what we can do. You pre-record the "Do You Believe in Love," and we'll do the share cover with this guy. That'd be amazing. All right, guys, I'm gonna call her a day, and I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta work in the morning like a normal human being. So there we go. That's the guy. So perfectamundo. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining. If you have a good day and stay out of trouble, don't join gangs. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Au revoir.